Welcome back, friends. Today we're reviewing the Air Jordan 1 Union collaboration in Varsity Red and Shadow Grey, better known as the Chicago Shadow. As usual, for people coming in to see the alternate laces, feel free to use the bookmarks to click to the alternate laces section of our video. Union LA's collaboration with the Jordan brand shoes have always been some of my favorites, from the box presentation all the way to, how the sneakers look and just very creative looks at it. Very, very excited to get this pair, and let's take a look at the story behind them. Like Union LA's other Jordan 1 collabs, this one starts with a Chicago lower and the shadow collar to create this Frankenstein of a shoe. And really great looks. The story behind all this was Chris Gibbs, the founder of Union LA, had an idea to take two pairs of favorite Jordan 1 colorways and Frankenstein them into one single pair, and which is what they did for the original release back in 2018. For 2025, these were marketed with the "I'm Back" tagline, which is famous from Michael Jordan's unretirement back in '95. So it's very fitting that we have the Chicago colorway as a basis of this collaboration this year. And yeah, you can see from the photos here, the stitching that kind of blends the two different colorways together. Looking back at the original pairs, we see here the Storm Blue version, which has a base that has obviously the Storm Blue. And then the collar has been taken from the Bread Jordan 1. The second pair that was released is the Black Toe, which of course has the Black Toe Jordan 1 for the lower half, and the upper collar is based on the neutral gray, except the Wings logo being a bit darker on the gray. Their next Jordan 1 collab was a little bit different. It's a three-way collaboration between Jordan Brand, Union LA, and his wife's Beffy's Beauty Supply that created this very different style of stitching. We'll go over that a little bit later in our comparison section of the video. Finally, their final Jordan 1 collaboration is the Jordan 1 Low AJKO, KO being knockoff. This is something that Jordan Brand put together way back in the 80s to fight the counterfeit pairs, and very different design philosophy from the other Jordan 1s, and once again, we'll go over those a little bit later. On to the unboxing. Starting with the box, we have all over prints of lots of different pictures, along with a very glossy overlay Jumpman logo. You can see the box mostly is a lot of history of Air Jordan pairs of shoes, 2s, 11s, and everything on there. Otherwise, the other half of the box is just a standard kind of Jordan 1 box. So it's an amalgamation of the two. Official colorway here. There we go. Varsity Red, Black Sail. All right, let's get these guys opened up. And yeah, look at this waxy paper. You've got the Air Jordan and Union logos on them. Oh, here we go. Look at these guys. Yeah, that's a really, really great, unique looking shoe. Love the Frankenstein look of it. It just looks like a shoe that's been kind of hacked together of, two great colorways hacked together. We've got paper shoe trees. There we go. Take them out of that. Those laces are just stuffed in there. So the problem is that they have three different pairs of laces that's pre-laced on here on the first three holes, making it a bit of a challenge to kind of just take everything apart. All right, let's put this box aside here. All right, you can see all those laces here. You just got to stuff them back in there for now, and get a nice first look at the Chicago Shadows. There we go, and there's that nice little hang tag. All right, on to the details. All right, starting off at the bottom of the shoe, you've got your classic red Chicago outsole there. The midsole is aged with sail, and then you have the Chicago colorway. You can see the edging is the piping of the leather is yellow. Very, very soft, supple leather there. And then, of course, you have that Union LA stitching, the blue stitching that kind of stitches the two upper and the lower together. And it's not really stitched together, but it makes it look like it. You have the shadow gray, and then you have that really nice suede over at on the collar there. This I don't know if you can see that there, but it's not leather on the swoosh. So just like the other two Jordan 1 Union pairs that originally came out, it's a really kind of like a new Bucky material, kind of like a soft one. You can see even the tongue, the detail. You can see it's two kind of like two tongues stitched together in two different colorways. And then you have the tongue tag, which is a white tongue tag this time around. I don't know where they got the inspiration from this one from. I'll try to look that one up. And it looks like it's just kind of an outline, and you can see the back text. It's all, get up close, everything is kind of like a outline look. Be interesting to see where they got inspiration from. I'll see if I can find it and throw in the comments. The insole, you've got the bunch of design drawings and everything of designing the shoe. It looks like it's just your standard Dream Cell type insole. And then underneath the insole, you can see it's that felt kind of material that's underneath there. So give it a little bit of decent comfort. Not the greatest comfort, but that's Jordan 1 for you. Those are all three different laces here. You can see that there's a sail, yellow, and black. And if you look at the ends of it, the yellow is actually the same color all the way through. Put these back in first. Sorry, the yellow is a straight color all the way through. The sail color laces and transition to black, and while the black laces transition over to gray. Give you a little bit of a better look once I get these untangled. All right, so starting with the black, goes into white at the end. They actually lace pretty cool. Sorry, that was a little bit out of focus there. And then the sail transitions to black, which matches really well with the tongue. And then, of course, the yellow is just a straight yellow all the way through. Also interesting is that the yellow laces feel very different. The black and the sail laces are kind of waxy, while the yellow laces are just straight laces. And there's a good look at the Union Jumpman plastic tag that comes with it, as well as the yellow Union LA tag. That suede really feels really nice on the upper there by the collar. And yeah, let's get these laced up. But you know, it does come with 3 sets of laces. I think my choice, and from the pictures I've seen so far of the 3 colors, I think that the sail one is going to look the best. So I'm going to start with the sail one. We'll get to the alternate laces later. So let's start with that. Lace these guys up. All right, first look with them laced up. Yeah, I think I went with the right choice with that white lace. I know I usually like black laces on Chicago's, but in this case, with the shoe being so different, change it up a little bit, go with the white and then the black upper. All right, let's move on to some comparisons. All right, quick reminder of how the box looks here. This is the Chicago Shadow box, which is actually the same as the original 2 pairs. This is the BBB triple collab, full all over print around the box, and the paper just tells a story of you know, where the owners of Union LA and Bethany's Beauty Supply met in the summer of '96. Obviously, that's what it says. They have Union script on there, and yeah, it's an all over print around the entire box on this one. And looking at the shoe itself, like I said, very huge different design philosophies between the two. You have the big, huge, heavy footscape pattern that you cannot miss there. That's from the Nike footscape. It just looks like that, you know, where here just a small stitch that stitches the 2 on, and here it just looks like you repaired the shoe. It still has the upper stitching, but it's all one single colorway. And that swoosh itself is that new Bucky kind of material on there. Just compare them side by side. Yeah, very different look. You have that suede collar. There you go, that suede swoosh. Great materials as always on Union collaborations. Different colors on the stitching between the two that mends the 2 pieces together for the Chicago Union. And these also feature the dual color laces that basically transition up to the top. Kind of a weird design choice on this one, in my opinion, because it's a single colorway. So yeah, a little bit different in how they designed it. the AJKO low. So let's take a look at the box. Very, very different box. It's because it's an AJKO and not an actual Jordan 1 low. All over print with just shiny gold printing all around it. And yeah, so even on the all the Nike logos, everything's in gold, and you can see a lot of gold and blue on the wrapping paper. Got some alternate laces and alternate swooshes. So that's the different design philosophy I was talking about earlier in the video. That they instead of patching two shoes together, you have removable swooshes. You can change the colors on these. I chose teal because one of my son's team color is teal, so that's the color that I went with for my normal use. And then if we do a side-by-side comparison with the two pairs, yeah, like really nothing in common between two pairs. Very, very simple, white, clean-looking shoe on the Unions. There's some different stitching and everything on there, but again, it's not really meaningful stitching, similar to the Bethy's Beauty Supply Union that we just had there. And then you get but the common thing is Union LA tag. You have that kind of all around there. And of course, you have the old school Jordan 1 size and date production printed on the inside of the collar there. And yeah, a little bit different. This is an AJKO, so cool looking shoe, but very, very simple. Probably the most simple of the Union collabs. Next up, some of my favorite Union collabs, the Jordan 2 collabs. The first one here is the Fog Gray Jordan 2 Union collab. The box is awesome. It's got this nice embossed circles kind of all around it, and that's the theme that's designed on the shoe. You can see the box there. It's a very unique looking box, very, very different. So that's one big thing with all the Union collabs. They're all very different. The paper, you got the old school cardboard shoe trees, and yeah, you got your alternate laces, and then the waxy paper with the Jumpman and the Union logo that's printed on them. So I love how just every single box for every single collab just looks completely different, just very, very unique looking, and just great materials on this waxy paper here as well. You can see those logos there. All right, and yeah, you see the logos printed on the inside as well. So super cool looking box. The other pair that we'll look at, the Rat and colorway, the box is identical. I'm not gonna pull them up. My box is actually a little bit beat up, so not gonna pull that up there. So looking at the Jordan 2, again, the design detail is very different. There's a little circle as part of the design there. Very futuristic looking shoe. That was the inspiration for the Jordan 2 collaboration. Again, the design is just so unique and different. It's one of the best characteristics of the Union collaborations is that they do everything just so differently. It's very, very creative. They don't try not to copy the idea more than once, although this Jordan 1 is a copy, but yeah, you can see the colorways there look completely different there. But you do get that sail midsole on these ones, and you get the Union LA tag, of course. That's unique, that's common across all of the Union collaborations. All right. There you go. And there's a Union tongue tag. It's on both of them. And you have this really cool stitching pattern that basically stitches on there. So they reuse that stitching pattern, but it's not really merging anything together. So some really cool stitching on that leather tongue tag that's stitched onto the tongue. Final comparison that I have here. This is a Cortez Union pair. I actually bought this pair for my son. A little bit different. It's the box is again Union special with bright yellow coloring on it. On the ledge, that's the tagline, and yeah, you can see the paper there. It's got some different types of print that kind of more relates to the Cortez. This is a pretty interesting looking shoe. Lemon Frost, I think, is the colorway. You have the there you go, the Union LA tag that's common across all of them. And I'll just try to show the stitching a little bit on here. And this one, just that stitching pattern is just used to stitch on the tongue tag there. Yeah, very. This one just so once again, the materials is probably the key for all of these Union collabs. It's just got great suede material all over the shoe, and the show you the. I can't actually take these things out. The insole, it's like a kind of like a particle board insole. I don't know how comfortable these are. I'll have to let my son wear them once he grows into them and see how they feel. But cool looking shoe nonetheless. And I'll just bring these guys back up again to show the stitching pattern on the tongue. There you go. This is a pretty basic shoe, but you still got that stitching pattern in yellow on the AJKO pair there on the tongue that kind of puts it all together. So a couple of, and then there's of course a stitching pattern on the Bethy's Beauty Supply. So some unique things like this, the stitching and the Union LA tags that are common on all of them. So great materials on this pair too. So I forgot to mention that earlier, so I'm pulling these guys up again. So all right, while we put these away, I'll get these Jordan 1 Union Chicago Shadows laced up and get them on feet. Yeah, I'm not going to let terrible weather spoil this recording. I just want to get this out as soon as possible. It's been pouring here this week. So, but yeah, just looks so good. I'm just a sucker for anything Chicago colorway. So I've got tons of pairs of Jordan 1s in Chicago colorway. So yeah, this is a easy one for me. And of course the laces, I think that it is a great choice of choosing the sail laces over the black laces for this. Onto the studio shots. Like I was saying, the sail laces actually clashes with the tongue colors itself, so it kind of blends in a little. But like I said, like this is a very unique pair of Chicago's, so changing it up a little bit doesn't hurt. So departing from what I usually go with, which are black laces. So yeah, it looks really great. And here's a close-up of the tongue tag. It's like a paper material that's on this tongue tag. Very, very unique. There's the enlarged Air Jordan Wings logo. And there's that close-up of that stitching that looks like it kind of mends the two colorways together. So, all right, and then on this side here, you can see that really hairy suede. That's on the collar. And a close-up of the Union plastic tag. All right, let's move on to the alternate laces that this pair comes with. Starting off with the black and the yellow pair. So if you're OCD like me, and when you lace these up, the color change, actually you can make it so that it changes at the lace hole, so you don't really see it, it hides it. And again, like I was saying, the black laces and the sail laces are waxy, while the yellow laces are just normal laces. The black looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of that yellow. It just looks like a McDonald's collab there or something, so that yellow just clashes a little too much for my taste. But the black into gray looks great, in my opinion. And then I'll do the black and sail laces as a side-by-side comparison, because these are definitely the two winners here. Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one here. The yeah, see if you can see you can see both are waxy. That's the difference with the yellow one. And there's my OCD hiding the transition. So if you lace them up at the right amount of tension, it'll just do that. But yeah, you can't lose with both these styles. I can wear both. I can even alternate one, wear them like this as is. So yeah, there you go. There's a nice little frontal look at the two colors. So these two are the winners. But I think, in my opinion, the sail one is just a little bit better, and that's what I'm gonna go with there. All right, let's get some close-up shots of all the laces before we wrap up. All right, again, the black and gray laces there looks beautiful. And yeah, that yellow, once you see it once, you can't really unsee it. It just reminds me of McDonald's, so can't do that one. I know a lot of people like that look, but it's just not really for me. And then we'll go back to the best two colorways, the sail on transitioning to black, and the black transitioning to gray. There you go. Yeah, these are the ways to go. So any choice is a winner. All right, thank you so much for watching all the way through. We'll see you next time.